Transformers reviews, tech and the news, whatever else I use as a muse. Hit subscribe, I appreciate the views. Influences interest on YouTube. Well, this is Influence. I'm back with an unboxing, and I'm going to do a demonstration too later on in the video. I'll probably have chapters below. I'm starting to do chapters now because I know some people don't feel like watching everything. So if you want to skip past the unboxing, you can go and see the demonstration after I set all this up. But this is the Govee Flow Pro. If you're here, you probably know what this is. If you don't know what this is and you're familiar, you're probably familiar with Philips Hue lighting. So this is sort of like that. What I hear is it's not as great as that, but for the price tag, the price of admission, it's awesome. Especially now they updated the app. There's a few things that are better. I don't know what was bad before. I don't know. So first, just a few things. I know you gotta excuse the lighting in here. I apologize. This ain't my normal space. Things are going on right now. So you got the little seal. Open that bad boy up and you get this. Now I'll talk about it while I'm opening this a little bit. Now this will give you the ambient lighting, and it also is a kit that makes the lights jump and change colors with the screen. Whatever's on the screen, it'll flow. I'll show a little bit right here what I'm talking about. And it's basically Philips came up with it, and I guess Govee is doing their own little thing. Well, tell you the truth, I don't know who came up with it. I'm not gonna say Philips created it, but I just remember they had it a long time ago, and then they started improving on it, and now there's kits that you can buy. So you got the lighting right here. There's some box. I believe this is just the actual lights. So I got the bar kit. You can also get the strips, the light strips that work with it as well. I got the bars because I heard the bars are somewhat better. I don't know how true that is, but we'll see. Plus, I already got light strips around my TV. I want it subtle, not too crazy, not all the way, around top to bottom. I'm just going to put these on the sides of the TV and call it a day. I may even replace something that's on my mantle now. So yeah, you get the two lights. Let's roll through this unboxing. Two lights, they're hooked up through this USB. I will figure out what you do with that later. You get these, which are stands. I'm almost 100% certain these are the stands that stand up. So you can stand them up, put these lights in here like this, or probably like this, and then they stand up. So you got these stands. You get two for two lights. Then you have these stands, which are, you see the 3M, they stick on your TV or on the wall, probably on your TV. And then I guess they go in there like that. And that's how they stick on the back. So that's good. I think I'm going to have it like that because I want minimum. I have a minimum list set up. Get two of those, of course, for the two lights. Like I was saying, I have a minimalist setup, so I don't want a bunch of stuff and wires showing. This, I believe, is the camera. And that's the difference. There is a camera system that you need to have set up in order for it to work. And this camera does protrude kind of far because it has to read the TV colors, and it transmits to the base, and that's how you get the colors. But I believe I can stick this under my sound bar, hopefully. Or maybe it can go under the TV. And it probably won't even notice it because of the sound bar and it being black. And all of that. Then you have another box in here. Quite a few things that come with this kit. And for the price, I got this on sale. It's like crazy cheaper than you got a adapter. It's probably for whatever's in this box. The kit, this whole kit is crazy cheap. So then you have the Govee. This is the control box. Yeah, so you can do different things. I think you can control this with the app. There's an app. And then you get these, which I'm not sure. Oh, you know what these are? These help. These are for setting up the camera, I believe. And you got to stick them on your TV, but you shouldn't stick them on your TV. So I'll probably show all that too. Might as well. And that's it. I mean, that's it. It's a lot in here. So let's go on to the setup. So here for the setup, you know, I had to improvise a little with the cords, but here's the box. You have to put the box on the back. You have to count for all this stuff. So that could be a con. I have but the control box is pretty small, and I have a pretty big TV, so it's just stuck on the back of the bracket. But you have to count for 2 of the cords. You get the cord that goes into, and also the power cord that goes into the wall. Luckily, I have a bunch of plugs behind here. So then you have to run the wires. Each light has a cord. Now, if you see here, sorry for the handheld, you see where I have the lights. I had them more right here on the side, but then like the way the lights were protruding, like it made now, like real bright on the sides. So I put them in a little bit. So that's something to think about if you have a bigger TV. So now let's come over here on this side, and you see where I put on my TV 75 inches. So it's pretty big. They don't recommend a TV this big. And I already have some lights on the back. Sometimes I use them both. Sometimes I don't. But 75 inches is not recommended because the light bars aren't big enough. Then you have to have the count for the camera under here, which also plugs into the box. And make sure, I try to put it under the TV, but it wasn't. It made it stick out at a weird angle. So I put it like this, and I try to angle it. You got to angle it to the TV. And those orange squares that come with it, they go in the corners of the TV. They're supposed to stick on, but do not stick them on your screen. You either need to use some type of tape, like painter's tape, to put them on your screen, or you can use a video that I will link below that helps with calibration. And here we are into the app. So you got this just straight white. Now the colors aren't super accurate. Now you got the full screen movie video mode, which is what I got this for, where it jumps color. Then you can get the split screen going, which colors are not super accurate. I mean, they're not coming off accurate on video anyway. But then you have the music. You can do different. You can have it go to your music that's on your phone, and it has different, you know, it can hear things from your phone. You can control the brightness. It's so much you can do with this app. Then colors. So I'm on straight white now. It's really bright. But then you can change each individual. If you see, I clicked each individual. Then you can change the brightness of each individual light. So it kind of gets different tones. And then you can have the relative brightness, like compared to the other lights. Then you have different scenes. You have reading. Reading is really bright. So if you had this on a desk for reading, and you can see I'll go through the different scenes and talk as I go through them. They all do something different, like candlelight. It kind of looks like candlelight. It flickers. Then you have romantic. I turned the video off just because it was moving, kind of distracting. But you see in candlelight, you see how and it's not affected by what's on the screen. You can have these set up like just on your desk or anything. And you got romantic. It's kind of like purplish. It's really soft. Or it's like kind of like the what is it? The Northern Lights kind of. So yeah, I'm just gonna go through the modes. Breathe. See, it looks like it's breathing. Energized. You got that kind of go through those crazy colors. Snowflake. It's kind of white and pulsing. Seasons. It goes through the different ones. So you can see there how that is. And they're okay. Like all these scenes are fine, but you can create your own scenes as well. I'll show that in DIY. And you go to, and so you can add a DIY if you want. Then they have a bunch of their stuff. So it's just colors that they came up with that they feel look like something, like a picture, or it's just so many you can see on the screen. You could pick from different ones like seasons, fruits, national flags, all that, and they give you those colors. Like there's so many colors that the bars can replicate, which I think is pretty dope because it just gives you a wider range of colors. And like I said, you can make your own on the color wheel. You can turn off one side or the other side. You can turn them both off. You can have different things on, different brightnesses. It's just a lot of customization. You can even make it come on like the sun, like wake up and it comes on slow. So yeah, it's just a bunch of customization. What I can say is one of the most important things, get the camera right in order to have the lights as accurate as they can. The pros, it's really impressive for me for this. They also have the lights, the strips. But I bought the light bars because I don't know why. I already had strips around my TV and I wanted to see. Now I can say it's best to go with a smaller TV. With these light bars, the strips probably would have worked better with my TV because my TV is 75 inches and the light bars just don't do it justice, but they're great though. I still like them. I thought about getting two. I mean, you get two for the price of one of Philips. So, I mean, not even for the price of one, or maybe still less. But these have great light. The light is really saturated and you can change it as I showed on the app. I think that's another pro. Like I really like the light, the feel of the lights, how they look. That's a great thing. It's a great buy. I recommend this. Again, minimize your expectations. It can get distracting depending on what you're looking at. If you're looking at something really fast paced, it can switch a lot and it just sometimes gets distracting. I like it. I got used to it with basketball, but basketball is one of those things because you have the light bouncing off the floor, and when they show the light and bouncing, that's the thing that impresses me with this. It goes dim when it's dim on the TV. Like if it's dark at night, it'll go dim. If it's like it can sense how bright it is, I guess is what I'm saying. So watching a basketball game, like they have the lights, different color lights flashing on the floor. So that, I mean, it adds to it to me. At first I found it distracting, but now it adds to it. Some movies can be distracting, especially if the colors don't match. That's a con. But for the most part, once I got the camera set up correct, the colors pretty much match what's on the screen or match what's mostly on the screen. Again, split view doesn't do the greatest. That would probably be a better thing with the strips, because I think the strips, each individual light maybe gradually changes depending on the TV. Now I do know, depending on the TV's bright or not brightness, but reflectiveness, I'm sure brightness comes into play as well. If you have it turned up really bright, it might do better, but their reflectiveness of the TV also can minimize it. Also, if you have lights on, I think it kind of messes up the color. But all in all, like I said, I recommend this product. You know, you'll find links in the description. And Govee has made a customer out of me. There's a couple other Govee products that I'm going to be looking at that I may get. I may do the cloud ceiling. I know I've seen a lot of people. I may do it down here just for temporarily, just to see what it looks like. There's no ceiling down here, so I'm gonna see if I can make that my ceiling, because I'm in the basement that's somewhat unfinished. All right. So again, thank you for joining me for this review, unboxing, and overview of the Govee light bars, Govee Flow Pro light bars. All right. Again, thank you for joining me. Have a great evening, great morning, great day, great night, great afternoon, wherever you're at. Peace.
Ain't over, life ain't over, life ain't over, life ain't over. As long as you're alive, you can give another try and take it real high if you want it.